I welcome you all to topic Decodified session of Analyst IAS. In this particular session, we will discuss about the topic Jallikattu, the law versus the culture. We will have this particular discussion in the following series. First, why in news, followed by key highlights, followed by prelims practice question, followed by mains practice question. But before we start our discussion, I want you all to be informed about mock interview program of Analyst IAS, which is very important for you to crack your personality test of UPSC 2022. So you can inquire about this on the following number, and you can also visit our official address, that is in Old Rajinder Nagar market. So now let's move on toward our topic of discussion and see why it is in news. Recently, the Tamil Nadu government has defended Jallikattu in the Supreme Court, stating that the Jallikattu has both religious and cultural significance for the people of Tamil Nadu, and its influence is beyond the confines of caste and creed. The state protested that the ban on Jallikattu was perceived as an onslaught against the cultural identity of the people of Tamil Nadu. So this brings Jallikattu into news. Now we will discuss about the same. Jallikattu is a bull taming competitive sport and a tradition of over 2000-year-old in the parts of Tamil Nadu. The word Jallikattu has evolved from the words Kalli, which means coin, and Kattu, which means tie, which denotes a bundle of coins tied to the bull's horn. There are several references of the Jallikattu in Silapaddikaram, the greatest epic of Tamil classical period. It is celebrated in the second week of January during the Tamil harvest festival Pongal. It is popular in Madurai, Tiruchirappalli, Theni, Puddukottai and Dindigul district of Tamil Nadu, known as Jallikattu belt. The most popular Jallikattu is the one celebrated at Alanganallur near Madurai. So this was about Jallikattu. Now we will discuss about the historical or the history of the particular event. Jallikattu has been known to be practiced during the Tamil classical period from 400 to 100 BC. It was common among the Iyer people who lived in the Mullai geographical region of the ancient Tamil country. Later, it became a platform for the display of the bravery, and prize money was introduced for the participation encouragement. A seal from the Indus Valley civilization depicting the practice is preserved in the National Museum, New Delhi. A cave in White Kaolin, discovered near Madurai, depicting a lone man trying to control a bull, is estimated to be about 1500-year-old. So definitely this particular sport was 2100 years old at a minimum. Now we will see the timeline of the legal issues of the Jallikattu. Jallikattu first came under legal scrutiny in the early 2000s when the Animal Welfare Board of India and the animal rights group People for Ethical Treatment of Animals PETA moved the petition in Supreme Court against the Jallikattu as well as the bullock cart races. In the year of 2011, the Environment Minister at the center issued a notification specifically mentioning bulls. The Jallikattu practice continued to be held because the Tamil Nadu Regulation Act No. 27 of 2009 even after the 2011 notice. The Animal Welfare Board of India and the PETA filed a petition in the Supreme Court again and contested that the regulations were not being followed and the bulls were indeed being subjected to cruelty as defined under the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960. The Supreme Court in its 2014 verdict banned Jallikattu and struck down the Tamil Nadu Regulation of Jallikattu Act 2009. In January 2016, in what could be seen as clearly a political move, the Union Environment Minister revoked the ban. by issuing a notification months before the election of Tamil Nadu were due to be held. The Supreme Court stayed this 2016 Union Government notification as it was again challenged by the AWBI and PETA, and in January 2017, several hundreds of protesters conducted a rally at the Chennai Marina opposing the ban on Jallikattu. Tamil Nadu passed the Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Tamil Nadu Amendment Act of 2017 and the Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Conduct of Jallikattu Rules of 2017, and the statute had reopened the gate for the conduct of the popular bull taming sport in the name of culture and tradition despite the 2014 ban by the Supreme Court. In the aftermath of Jallikattu comeback due to the Tamil Nadu legislation, the Supreme Court had referred a bunch of petition to the Constitution Bench in the February 2018. So this matter is still in court. Now we will discuss what are the argument against the Jallikattu. The first one is the ethical issue. An investigation by the Animal Welfare Board of India concluded that Jallikattu is inherently cruel to animals. Further, with regard to the human death, the event has caused several human deaths and injuries, and there are several instances of fatalities to the bull. Further, toward the cruelty of animal, a report submitted by AWBI before the Supreme Court in this case highlighted unimaginable torture, inflicted tails twisted and fractured, chemical poured into the eyes, ears, and mutilated sharp-edged weapon used to poke the animal. Further, toward the manhandling of animals, animal welfare concerns are related to the handling of the bull before they are released and also during the competitors' attempt to subdue the bull. So these are the arguments against the Jallikattu. Now we will further see what are the arguments in favor of the Jallikattu. The first one is the cultural representation. There exists tangible evidence to show that this battle between man and beast is a cultural representation, which we already discussed. Then comes the agrarian economy and culture. The political economy of such game is about showcasing the quality of the cattle, the breeding skill of the cattle rearer, and the centrality of the cattle in an agrarian economy and the power and pride they bring to the farmer. Such games are a cultural manifestation of this political economy. As a tradition, it links an agrarian people to the elemental aspect of their vocation. Further, it is a symbol of Tamil culture as Jallikattu's reference linkages with the Pongal has lifted it above its regional and community origin and transformed it into a symbol of the Tamil culture and pride. Although there are systems in place to check treatment of the bull and ensure safety of the participant and spectators, animal cruelty still continues and people continue to lose their lives. There is a need to be comprehensive regulatory framework in place with the zero implementation gap to check the treatment of the animal and ensure safety of the participant and spectator, and then open these games in order to ensure the cultural and the safety of animal as well as human. So this was about Jallikattu. Moving further toward our prelims practice question, the question says, right to freedom of religion comprises of 1. Protection of language, script and culture of the minorities. 2. Freedom to manage religious affairs. 3. Freedom from payment of taxes for the promotion of any religion. 4. Right of the minority to establish and administer educational institution. You have to select the correct answer using the codes given below. Your options are A. 1 and 2, B. 2 and 3, C. 1, 2 and 3 and D. 1, 3 and 4. So you have to pick up the correct statement and write it in comment box. I will answer this particular question in my next video. Discussing further our yesterday's question. So the answer for this particular question is B. Moving further toward our mains practice question, the question says, discuss the moral and the constitutional challenges that the Jallikattu issue poses to the judiciary today. We have already discussed all the arguments in favor and against, so you can use that in writing the answer of this particular question. Write your answer in 250 words and send it to us on our WhatsApp number to get it reviewed. So this is all for today. Stay tuned with Analyst IAS to get further update. Thank you.